So don't let them steal your life.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. You seen the thumbnail and you seen the name on this video and you thought like you're gonna come on here and hate. Well, let me get right into it and explain to you what I'm talking about. Women are the cause of the society we have right now. Should I say that again? Women are the cause of the society that we have right now. For the last 150 years, women have been trying to change society. They've changed the teaching system, they've changed the marriage system, they've changed the political system, they've changed everything. Yet feminists still want to act like they haven't changed anything and they don't have any power. Yet everyone can tell you that that's not the case. Now, what I'm going to talk about today is the way feminism has made so many men struggle to be men and to know what men are, to know what it means to be a man. And because of that, we have people that latch on to things that aren't really manly at all. Those things being sports. Men think that playing sports or watching somebody else play sports is manly. Going and hanging out with other friends and playing sports is manly. Playing poker, that's manly. Because you can't actually raise your children like what it means to be a man, because your wife won't let you anymore. And your wife's in control. Now because of that, this is where I think a lot of the problems are coming from with veganism and hunting as well. Now because of hunting, a lot of species are being hunted into extinction. A lot of natural wildlife areas that there's kind of a natural give and take. If there's too many, then that gives, some things are cold because of animals. The mountain lions have more things to eat, things like that, And so we go in there, we, kill things off. And we change the environment because of that. We're not allowing the environment to react to its own stimulants, So we like to fuck with that. But what we got now is, because of this, people like me will tell people that want to eat meat that you shouldn't eat meat, not healthy for you, it's bad for the environment, all this stuff. And you get guys like Joe Rogan and these people that just want to, anytime you give them facts, they just come back with bullshit. They're like talking to feminists basically, it's the same thing. But they want to act, they'll say anything. They're like talking to religious people or feminist people, where they have really nothing to talk about. They really have nothing. But they keep throwing out bullshit statements. Joe Rogan had said that on a conversation he was having with the guys from Cowspiracy, that to work out and to have a high level of fitness, you have to be in ketosis. And that's just complete insanity. The fact is, if you're in ketosis, you can't work out. You have to have carbs, you have to have sugar in your system, basically. You have to have fructose, you have to have carbs. If you don't have carbs, you can't work out. You want to run a marathon, you have to have carbs. You have to have sugar in your system, you have to have a lot of carbs. You have to have like 4,000 or 5,000 carbs if you want to run a marathon. You just can't do it on nothing. So this guy's trying to say that you have to be in ketosis and then you can run a marathon. It's a fucking idiot. But the reason why these guys are doing this, I believe, from what I can see, that guys don't have a lot left in society because of women. Women have taken over society and made anything that used to be considered manly is gone. It's all gone. So even though eating meat causes cancer, heart disease, liver disease, intestinal obstructions, you know, hundreds and hundreds of things, including cancer, you know, thyroid problems, type 2 diabetes, type 1 diabetes. You know, there's almost every allergy that we have is in the human condition. 80% of medical conditions are caused from diet. You know, even though all these things are factual and have thousands of doctors telling people this, these guys will still act like it's not the case. The reason why they're grabbing onto it so much is because it's the last vestige of what they consider to be manly. You know, going out and hunting. Because hunting used to be, you would hunt for what you needed to eat, and then you would bring that home to your family so that you could kind of prove that your manliness. You could take care of your family. You'd be out on the frontier or wherever, and you'd go out and you'd grab, you know, some rabbits or something, bring them home, and you'd feed them to your family. And it was a way for you to show that you were a man, you know, that you could take care of your family. Well, now the wife can take care of the family. She can go down to the local grocery store and she can pick up the meat. So by telling men they can't hunt, or you shouldn't hunt, there's no reason for you to hunt, they feel that like that's the last bit of manliness left in society, is my gun and hunting. You know, I want to go out and shoot a gun because that's manly, you know. And they don't think about, you know, I believe everybody should have a gun. You know, that's just right. But the reason for having a gun is different, you know. A lot of men will say it's for hunting and protection. That's fine, but it's not. It's basically like a appendage, you know. It's basically like your last vessel of manliness left, you know. Because, like I say, there's really nothing left in society that is truly manly. And kind of the last things that they have is, you know, riding horses, you know, being a farmer, you know. I mean, there's a few things left in society, very few things, that you can consider to be manly, you know. And most men don't do any of them. So they have to tie on and latch on to things. And I think that's why they're so adamant about eating meat. Because they believe, lots of men are taught, and they believe that eating meat makes you more manly. And you can't be a man unless you eat meat. A lot of guys think that, and a lot of guys are stupid. A lot of guys will tell you about, like, if you eat tofu and you eat lots of soy, there's estrogen in it. Complete bullshit. Complete and utter bullshit. Not 100% pseudoscience. There's nothing to back that up. Soy and tofu is made from beans. If beans had hormones in them and made you grow breasts, or made you, you know, have high estrogen levels in a man's body, then every Mexican in Mexico would have breasts. So, you know, think about that for a second. You know, there's a lot of these guys, I always talk about stupid smart people. And when you talk about meat eaters, religion, and feminists, bunch of stupid smart people, you know. So that's basically what I was going to talk about. We can talk about everything in the comment section below. If you got any ideas for videos or whatever, you want me to talk about something, go ahead and leave that in the section below. I'll just recap what I think the reason for guys being so adamant against veganism and trying to find anything they can to say that eating meat is healthy when all the studies show that it's not. The only way that they can justify that is because there's really nothing left that we can consider manliness. And the only way you can say, like, eating meat is fine is if you think that that's manly, you know. You got to be a man. If you want to be a man, you want to have muscles, you want to be a big guy, you got to eat meat, you know, which is completely 100% wrong. The strongest man in the world right now is a vegan. You know, so, you know, take that for what it is. But yeah, you know, comment, like, share, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. So see you later.
So don't let them steal your life.